Hey Capricorn, it's Jen here, and I am doing your mid-December reading. Thanks for joining me. Um, Astrology-wise, sorry, I totally, I'm not an astrologer. I totally missed this, I think, in the main December readings. But the December 14th new moon in Sagittarius is a solar eclipse. So looking back to what was going on in June, and this will stretch out that far. I think the next one is June, or it could be July, of this Sag Gemini axis, they're calling it. Um, then on the solstice, on the 21st, is that Jupiter Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. And so Capricorn, you're right in the thick of it, like I am as a Sagittarian, because Saturn, of course, rules Capricorn. The devil's in the details. The adult side of us. You Capricorns are so, someone needs to pay the bills and keep a roof over the head, right? You can't all be Sagittarians just running off to the next party and living carefree. But for me, it comes together. So for a Sag like myself, hey, I'm pretty good. I'm in my own house right here. So, I do know how to pay the bills, but that's the temperance card of us. Okay, you have to balance. You have to balance both of these things, and you guys are so. And it depends on your birth chart, but are just very responsible, and that can be a burden for you guys too because you're always on. You're always taking care of things. You're always worrying about things, the less fun things in life. That you're When these two come together, feel that Jupiter energy, that um, living, going for it, making things happen, freedom, not feeling tied down. Yeah, being able to breathe, not constantly being stressed and worried about things. The Jupiter is like, it's okay, we're positive, more's coming, we're lucky, it'll be okay. Worrying about it is not going to change the outcome, so you might as well enjoy the ride, right? Enjoying the journey. With at least I'm enjoying the ride. Oh, did this come up for you? This came up for another sign in I think the overview. And it could have been you guys, which is so weird. The Grateful Dead song "Going to Hell in a Bucket." At least I may be going to hell in a bucket, but at least I'm enjoying the ride. Great, great lyric. Now I have that in my head. Okay. What did I write here I do some channeling and I write it down in this notebook. Okay, so this may sound contradictory to me saying, be more Jupiter, live your Jupiter side, take chances. It seems risky to you, but it doesn't mean it's truly risky. Actually, this comes up a little bit later, but the first thing I got was looking for ways to become more efficient, streamline, leaner and meaner. This could mean a billion different things, but it could be exercise. I know for me, turning 50 soon this month, I can't just, I've probably doubled my exercise during COVID. I've only lost 10 pounds. It's so frustrating because at my age, I can't run. I've always get an injury. I have all sorts of old injuries, and it's just, I've learned, well, I keep having to relearn this one, but at this age, I know I can't run. It will just not happen. So how do I get the low impact, the level of exercise I need where I'm not out walking for 2 hours a day? I like to walk, and in certain times of the year, I'm happy to be out there. But so it could be with your finances. It could be downsizing. And that could be, in all sorts of ways. Where is your money going? So this is where your Capricorn brain comes in. Okay, let's get the facts here. Let's do the math. Let's see it. Maybe you even hire a consultant to do this, which is fine, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. And this isn't mine. Let's spend, $600 on a consultant to just figure this all out, educate me, and set me with a plan. You could downsizing your house or remortgaging. Mortgage rates are unbelievable right now. So if I would definitely look at what your mortgage rate is, and if it's more than 1%, it's usually worth refinancing if you're, not too far in. But it might be, I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor, but mortgage rates are low, which is a good thing. It could be a business. It could be, a lot of people are realizing that rethinking their business, and here's that being an Aquarius. How can I have my cake and eat it too? How can I be freer, have more money, free up more money, free of bills, free of burdens, that I really just how to make myself lean, mean, and being able to enjoy things, but still feel confident that I have my shit together and I have money to pay the bills, and that's not worrying me. You could release a storefront. Maybe you've built up your business base. Is that what you call it? Your consumer, I don't know. I don't know finances. And you realize that people could just come to, maybe you have I don't know. That's what you're trying to think about. Okay, do I even need to pay that rent? Could I rent something out? How can I be smart about this? And you guys are always smart about everything, but this feels as though it will lighten your load, not add more to your plate or stress you out. Okay. I see you relaxing, being present and enjoying and appreciating what you have in the moment. So I see you really getting to a mindset around the holidays, for example, and even the whole New Year's look back. And it is, happy birthday if you're born in December, Capricorn. It is your solar return, right? Or you have it nice like Sag. It's so close to the real New Year. It all works out. But it's extra for you because it's also your actual solar return, your birthday. So, yeah, I see. Yeah, you may be like 2020 was a shit show, but I see you really trying to focus on moving forward and figuring out how to make the best of both worlds, right? How can I let go? How can I be more present? How can I have a better home work balance? That would be a real Jupiter Saturn. Jupiter's like, enjoy your downtime, have fun. And Saturn's like, well, our computer's right there. I could just jump on and do this work. It'll take 2 minutes, and then you're on the computer for an hour and a half. Really creating some boundaries there, but finding creative ways to maybe I can, if we do this, maybe I can invest in this. But overall, after the 5 years of, or a couple years of or yeah, so like if you get rid of the rent, you can upgrade something and still be ahead, because it would be the equivalent of 2 rent payments to deck out your back garage or something to be a storage unit or an office or something. And then you see where I'm going. Good Lord, Jennifer. I really got off on a tangent there. Shit. Then I see you, but this is so funny. Then I see you like, oh, I have all this free time sitting down and beginning a big project. But the thing about this, oh, I just got the chills. This is a labor of love, a project that feeds your soul, taps into your creativity. It'll be very rewarding and even a healing experience. And I heard, and I think this is from The Sound of Music, but I heard just start at the beginning. Just, I don't know. That's what came up. You are in a position of power. You have an opportunity to make a major change. Use that Saturn, Jupiter, and Aquarius and go for it. Do it. This is scary for you or uncomfortable. Feels like a real gamble. But some is real risk, but come on, you've done your research. A lot is fear-based. This is what was coming out. I'm just reading what I wrote. I also see a very nice scene reminiscing about old times and laughing and even crying, but mostly joy at remembering the past. I mean, I think that's pretty universal for the holidays anyway. So let's look at your cards. This is getting to be a long reading. These are some underlying energies. Ten of Cups, happily ever after. And the Fool card. Yeah, I mean, oh, wow. Yeah. So this is happiness, whatever your happiness is. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to look like this at all. You don't have to be in a couple at all. Or whatever your idea of happiness is, making that happen. And this is that Jupiter energy, that Fool energy. Go for it. What are you waiting for? Take a leap of faith. Figure out a way to have your cake and eat it too. In a good way. Taking that risk, that leap of faith, investing in yourself, investing in your ideas and your creativity. And again, what are your goals? You know, so this has been a theme coming up. I'm going to retire. Well, how are you going to, when and how are you going to make that happen? But I see you taking that much further and really focusing on, why not do it now? Why am I waiting to do it at some other point in the future? Is the timing really going to be different? Sometimes you need to just take that leap of faith like the Fool and go for it, or else sometimes we don't get anything done. We're just waiting for the perfect time. We're waiting for someone to, I don't know, push us on our journey, and we're the one start at the beginning. We have to take that first step, one step at a time. Yes, of course. It's so funny. I almost wrote this because I felt this energy, and then I'm like, every time I read a card, it doesn't pop up in the reading. Murphy's Law. This is that labor of love. This is really doing it. So say you wanted to, I don't know, whatever. I hate to give examples, but write a book, for example. Maybe you're going to take a class. Maybe you're going to, or you're finally going to do it. So, you know, it could be anything. But there is a studious apprentice. This is taking something to the next level, really leveling up. This could be writing, actually. This could be legal stuff. This could be contract, anything that you have to sign right there. Or maybe you could be getting a loan. So say you want to bring your business home or make it more permanent. I think this came up for you guys before. I don't really usually remember your each sign stuff, but yours is sticking out to me. Spending a little bit of money and I even see you guys making, even if you have to put up like a temporary wall and use soundproofing, making a little area where when you're in there, It's set up so you're comfortable, it has what you need, or finishing a part of the garage, or using the garage, or using some space you're like, we literally never use that fucking dining room. We never ever go in there. And even maybe putting a door on it, or just investing some money in yourself so that you can really do this creative work that's inside of you um, right, if that makes sense. So because I think it's adding. I think everyone knows that we can work from home sometimes now because we've done it, and then if we say, hey, I can't come in, my kid's sick, but I can put in 4 hours at home, right? I think bosses may be more open to that. Say, I'll be on from, yeah, whatever. Good Lord, Jennifer, I don't know why I'm going off on stupid shit. I guess that's what I do most of the reading. But this King of Swords is, he puts it down on writing. He makes a plan. He executes it. He's practical about it, but he's also he thinks about it. He gets things in writing. Um, yeah. So going back to that, what was coming up in the channeling, this could be finances. This could be legal stuff. Anything where you have a signed agreement and something like that. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. This is incredible. So here is this Four of Swords is a card about slowing down, relaxing, meditating, learning to quiet the mind, limit distractions. See, having that space, your own space. So she's often known as a single lady, but this is someone who is confident, who can handle all her own shit. She can have her own house and maintain it. And if she things she can't do, again, she hires a consultant. She hires someone to, I don't know, fix the furnace if it goes down. But she can handle it. She can go out and get her own mortgage. She can pay her own bills. She's Capricorn. I mean, she's totally Capricorn. The other thing about this card is there is a uniqueness. So you think about tarot cards are really set back in the day, right? There are some more modern decks, but they're kind of based on a patriarchal, which is kind of, when you think about it, sort of more traditional, like pre-industrial revolution or whatever time frame. And so in that time frame, it would be quite unusual for a woman to have a hobby like, I can't remember what, falconry, I don't know what it's called. There's a word for it. But training, raptors, birds of prey. So there's allowing your uniqueness. The unique take you have on something is your superpower. And sometimes we try to be like everyone else. We try to fit a mold. But this says that your super talent, your superpower, your special talent is you. And to celebrate that, not try to conform. That's a bit of an Aquarius flavor in there with that conjunction. And the Four of Swords is just really letting go. And this is the ultimate let go card too. So I could also see this really getting a financial windfall, but it seems like it's because you've done something, you've done the work, you made some somewhat, I don't know if it's radical thinking, but you said, why don't we just, and people are like, but because it's just the routine, and it's just, but how can we make that happen? Here, didn't we have strength come up? Yeah, it's your strength, your superpower is you, your story, your authenticity, the flavor you bring to things. It could be that your brand is you, so maybe you're an influencer. Um, just stay true to you. Nine of Wands. So, this is the only somewhat negative card you've gotten, and it's not even necessarily a negative card. The Nine of Wands is about your enthusiasm was dampened. You were getting your perseverance and your optimism and stuff was getting low. Your batteries are running low. Um, So I think that the holidays, this Jupiter conjunct Saturn, this more expansive, energetic Jupiter coming in, either can put some wind in your sails to make it through. It's like you've come 23 miles. You're almost done the marathon. You can make it. You just got to get your head into the game, which I really think you're doing in a big way, in a positive way, in a moving forward way. Um, the perseverance. But for the things that you're just, you feel like it's just a waste of time and energy, I think those are the things too that you can re look at in a different way and either let it go or do some sort of radical, and I say that in quotes, and be like, well, why don't we do this? Again, I think in some ways it's going to be really simple and really almost like duh, but it's going to stir up potentially a lot of anxiety in some people or even yourself because it's just different, but really in the grand scheme of things it's really not that big of a deal if you can think of it with your logical mind. Invest in yourself. Okay, thank you, Capricorn. I hope you have an amazing December. And my overview readings for 2021 are, I don't know if they'll be up right around these. So if you wouldn't mind taking a look at those, that'd be great. Happy holidays, happy birthday if it's in December. Take care. Bye.